It was an annual tradition until last year. After dropping to Class A, Union Endicott didn't face crosstown rival Binghamton. But after a year hiatus, the two back on the field tonight, a showdown between two of the best in Section 4. The Patriots making the short trip west on 17 to Ty Cobb Stadium tonight and starting out fast, mostly because of how fast Andre Yanchevitz is. The VHS QB showing off his mobility so quick we had to speed it up. 72 yards to the house, and Binghamton leads 7-0 in the first quarter. UE would have something to say about that, though, in the second. First play from scrimmage in the second quarter, Mike Cheslock says, "I'll take your 72 yards and I'll raise you a couple more." 88 yards to the house for Cheslock. We had to speed up his as well. 15-7. The Tigers take the lead, and UE would continue to dominate from there. This time later in the second, Joey Orlando up top to Caleb Sapanik. UE rolls from there, 43-21, a win over one of their fiercest rivals.
It's an emotional game. I mean, these kids love to compete against each other. And, it's a great rivalry. I thought, it was one of the best rivalries in the section. Without a doubt, I thought it was the best rivalry in the section for a little while there, and we were both competing for sectional titles every year.
In the end, they beat us. So, I mean, you can tell about being momentum changer and all that, but they beat us.
Next week, UE travels out west to face another AA school in Corning. Binghamton, meanwhile, welcomes in Horseheads. Out to Harpersville, the Hornets looking to secure a winning season for the first time in nearly 3 decades, but Walton a tough test, down 8-0. The Hornets striking back. Mason Dean on the sweep play weaves his way into the end zone. Hornets don't get the 2-point conversion, though, and it's an 8-6 Walton lead. Harpersville trying to move to 5-1 on the year. Later in the second half, it's Devin Dean, Mason's brother, on the quarterback keeper, dragging some defenders down inside the 5-yard line. And that is where he sets up himself. A play later, Devin punches it in for 6. Harpersville takes a 14-8 lead. At that point, the Hornets hold on in the end. 20-14. They win this one over Walton. Further up I-88 we go. Oneonta hosting Owego on homecoming. End of the first half. Yellow Jackets driving. Brendan Lord throws, deflects off an Owego defender into the big hands of Dylan Rushton. The lineman carrying some guys inside the 10. Unfortunately, nothing happens as the drive ends. 14-6 Owego at the break. In the second, Owego's offense gets back at it. Zach House finds the end zone, and the Indians lead 21-6. Now in the fourth and long for Owego. That's no problem either. Give it to House. House again from 27 yards out. He gets into the house. Owego holds on for a 28-6 win. The Indians now have won 2 in a row. The Blue Raiders of Horseheads, they've won back-to-back games as well after losing 15 straight, visiting Johnson City. Second quarter, Horseheads up 7-6. Ricky Ballas on a play action finds Nathan Kuritz the 5-yard touchdown, and it's 14-7 Wildcats. Late in the second frame, it's Ballas once again, this time with his legs. 22-7 Johnson City takes the lead. Fast forward to the third now. It's the Wildcats defense getting involved on the scoring. Yeah, that's a safety. JC up by 17. The Wildcats continuing to add on from there, and the route was on. 38-7. They go on to take this one. Well, anytime the Saints and Devils square off, it's good to lay some ground rules first. Moravia hosting Seton, and the Blue Devils off to a hot start. Dylan Powers scrambling, throwing it up for Cody Spalding, who brings it in for the 50-yard touchdown. Moravia takes the early 8-0 lead. Same quarter now, Seton forces a punt and takes over in the red zone, and Connor McCormick taking advantage. Takes it in from 4 yards out. That ties up our ball game. Down by a score now, the Saints going on marching in. Robert Olson, the QB keeper, from 25 yards before he's finally knocked out of bounds. That sets up another 4-yard touchdown for McCormick. Saints pick up their first win of the season. Good defeats evil in this one, 46-28.